Good morning, Arid Spirit folks. How are you doing? Thank you for being here with me so early in the morning. I've got my coffee here with my lovely snowman cup. Just gonna wait a couple seconds for people to hop on. I hope everyone is ready for the coming holiday season. That's what we're going to talk about this morning. I'm going to go ahead and set up my other device here. I am just so happy to be here with you all today. You may notice I don't have my beach background. I'm in the middle of changing offices, so we will see what happens next time. Change is always really good, right? Background. I'm in the middle of changing offices, so we will see. Time. I'm going to go ahead and begin. Good morning, my name is Bridget Goldstein. I'm the founder here at aridspirit.org. We are going to talk today about how to navigate the holiday season. So the holiday season is for some an awesome time of the year where family and friends get together. There's a lot of laughing, there's a lot of joy, there is a lot of just festivities. But for others, it may be a little bit depressing because they are away from their family, or they are just for some reason down in the dumps. There are some people that have the seasonal affect disorder, and that will play into this as well. So what we're going to talk about today for the first thing is grounding. Many of you may not know what grounding is. So the body is energy. Actually, everything is energy. And the vibration of your energy will dictate where your mind is. Meaning, is it up here in the ethers, kind of just flying by, or is it grounded and set and solid? So during the holiday season, you'll have your friends and family that you haven't seen in maybe weeks, months, sometimes decades, that will be in your space, and you're wondering what's going on, you're catching up, you're having maybe a few frosty beverages, and you are just in the mood, in the moment, which is great to be in the moment. But oftentimes we are up in the ethers, and if something goes wrong or someone hurts our feelings or something like that, we're more apt to go off the rails on them. And that's what happens when you have your family events, and people really don't want to go to their family events because maybe Aunt Jenny always has something to say to Uncle Fred, and there's always kind of this clash between them. Or maybe it's you and someone from your family that has these conflicts. So if you are grounded, you are less likely to have those conflicts. Not to say that person won't come at you with the conflict, but you will be able to handle it better. So I'm going to take us through a short grounding exercise that you can do in the morning. You can do right before you head out to that family event. Or if you find yourself ungrounded during the family or friend event, just slip into the restroom and you can do this grounding exercise right there in the restroom. No one will know. Don't worry about it. Okay. So you will either have your feet on the floor or sit on the floor as close to the earth as you can get. And then you will do this. You will close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. So we're going to do it together right now. One. In through the nose, out through the mouth. That was 2. Last one. 3. And at this time, you probably will feel yourself, maybe your shoulders, your torso, a little bit looser than it was before we took those 3 deep breaths. Next, we will, that's Molly there with the toy, which is fine. She's joining in. So we will picture right at the base of our spine a large tree trunk. So wait just a moment. Now it can be any type of tree trunk that you want. It can be wood. It can be concrete. It can be cotton. It can be jewels. Anything that you want. You're going to imagine that in the form of a tree trunk. Now the tree trunk is connected to your spine. You're going to push the tree trunk all the way down into the center of the earth. So let's do that now. The trunk is at our spine. It's moving now through the concrete of the house foundation that you're in. Now it's moving through the grass that's under the foundation, if there is any. Moving now through the rock and the dirt right under that. Now we're at the Earth's crust. That's a little bit rougher for me, so I'm just watching that go through. Goes through the next layer of the Earth. And the next layer. All the way to the core of the Earth. Now you can picture the core of the Earth as you would like. I picture it as a ball of fire that does not burn my tree trunk or harm the tree trunk whatsoever. So picture your trunk wrapping around the core. Notice how that feels in the core of your body. Is your core a little bit straighter than it was when we began this meditation? Is it a little bit stronger? Now we are going to clear some energy so we will be fully grounded. So just scan your body. We'll go from head to toe and look for any points of pain, any tingling, any coldness, any hotness that may present to you. These are spaces with stagnant energy that need to be cleared. So scanning our heads, right behind our eyes. And if you find points of pain or just that needs your attention, acknowledge them, thank them for their message, and release the energy all the way to the center of the earth. Let's go ahead and go down to the shoulders. Where are your shoulders now? Are they hunched up around your ears? If so, go ahead and gently release them. Send breath to that area and release even fuller all the way down the trunk to the core of the earth. Then we go down to your heart space, which during this time of year there may be some anxiety, maybe a little bit of frustration, resentment. Acknowledge those feelings. Thank them for being there. And those feelings that no longer serve you, go ahead and release them into the trunk and into the core of the earth. Moving down to your stomach area. Many people have digestive issues during the holidays, and it is because of the food, the rich food that we have and enjoy. But it may also be some emotions that we're holding and we're not digesting. So let's go ahead and send some energy right to that stomach space. Thank that space for having your back and letting you know what's going on. And release any of those feelings that may no longer serve you. Then let's go to the base of the spine. The base of the spine houses your root chakra. And your root chakra is the house of safety, security, and finances. These three play a huge part in holiday celebrations for various reasons. So what we want to do is just give that area love and light. Let's go ahead and do that now. And how you do that is simply draw your attention to that space and breathe into it. So you're going to take your breath in and make sure it goes all the way down to the base of your spine. So let's do that now. And when you release the breath, you're releasing what no longer serves you through the breath, and you're also releasing what no longer serves you through the trunk of your tree there. So go ahead whenever you're ready and just wiggle your toes. Give another deep breath and come out of meditation. Well, hello everyone. Hi Jan. Hi Ashley. It's good to see you this morning. We're just talking about how to get through the holidays and be happy. So that is the grounding exercise. You can do that each morning before you go into your living room for if somebody's there at your house, or you can do that before you go out. Again, you can also do that as a quick tip in the bathroom if you are feeling disconnected. And that's what it means. When you feel disconnected, it generally means that you're ungrounded. So if you're finding yourself getting your feelings hurt a lot during a time period, or you're getting angry, you are getting a lot of, just triggered. Lots of triggers during the holiday season. I know that from experience. But if we are grounded, we've released all of the energy and the emotions that no longer serve us. So we are actually presenting and being in the moment that we are in, as opposed to being in the past, something that might have happened in the past, something that we're worried about happening in the future. So if we are right in the present with our friends and family, we can completely enjoy them and be in ourselves. I hope that makes sense. And I am going to scroll through to see if anyone has any questions. Okay. Doesn't look like anyone has any questions. So I'm going to go through a couple of chakras and teach you about them, let you know how they can help you in this holiday season. Many of you know that we do have 7 chakras, 7 main chakras that go through the core of our body. Today we're going to talk about the solar plex chakra, which is right under your rib cage, and your throat chakra, which is right here. So first we will talk about the solar plexus chakra. That is the chakra of your will and your personal power. And you may think those are the same, but they're slightly different. Your will is, I would say, your gumption, your driving force, versus your personal power, which is, you know how Superman is just like all, very confident and right in his power. That's the difference between the two. And this helps to know and strengthen this chakra point during the holiday season, because many times your will is diminished by the strength of the others around you. You haven't seen these folks in weeks or months or sometimes years, and you're wanting to make them happy. You're wanting to see what's going on, and a lot of times you lose yourself in that. And when you lose yourself in that, generally arguments start, feelings get hurt, things like that. So if you strengthen your solar plexus chakra, then you can stand like Superman energetically, of course, or you can do that at holiday season. Let me know how that works out for you. And just kind of be in your space and own your own space. And how to strengthen that is just as we did in the meditation. Go ahead and meditate and send energy directly to that space. Another thing that you can do is add crystals to your meditation or into your space. And a good crystal for the solar plexus chakra is citrine, or any yellow stone will do quite nicely. Next, we're going to do the throat chakra. The throat chakra is your authentic self, your truth. So for example, it would be if somebody asked you if you wanted to watch A Christmas Story. Now, that is one of my least favorite Christmas movies. Some of you may like it, but it is one of my least favorite. Every year, somebody always asks to watch that. And I always just leave the room. I don't say I don't want to watch it. I don't say anything like that. But if my throat chakra is strengthened and kind of balanced, I would say something like, yeah, go ahead and watch that, but I'm going to go and do something else. Go outside, play with the kids, something like that, instead of sitting with them and watching something that I don't like at all. So that's kind of the strength of the throat chakra, is not to be confrontational, not to be argumentative, but to own your truth in the things that you like to do, the things that you like to eat, and the things that you don't like to do, and the things that you don't like to eat. You are not required to do anything that you do not want to do, or eat anything that you don't want to eat. But we do that sometimes to please people, because we are trying to connect with them. And if we strengthen our solar plexus and our throat chakras, that will help us stand in our power and love the person and enjoy being with the people that we will be with during this holiday season. But we won't wind up at the end of the day saying, oh, what a waste of time, or with a stomach ache because we ate something that we knew was going to give us a stomach ache just to make someone happy. So I hope that has helped you, and I hope that you have a wonderful holiday season.